The Bene horses are still on the outskirts of the fight, kind of waiting for a moment to attack Poland, who are still kind of holed up in the forest. I think there's a slight infantry push here, led by Sebek in the water. LaRue's positioned himself in a brilliant spot right beneath the bridge. Oh.
Ooh, we got shot in the head there, though.
Yeah, he's being hit. I think it was hit earlier, too. He is so injured that he may not be a big player in this fight. I think Carpe Diem wants to finish him. Oh! Bene's T comes in and messes with Virus. Virus putting himself in a terrible position, but Bene gets dehorsed. Mega Man coming in. I think these horses aren't going to do too well in the water, but Mega Man gets a kill. Or I'm sorry, Mr. T does. And fight's still happening by this bridge. Did LaRue ever go down?
Yeah, he just went down then.
He went down, and Poland is still kind of shooting from the back. Poland's horses are going back to help the Polish archers there being harassed by Caesarea, and Sebek is still fighting valiantly along this bridge. He's going to get some help. Trebron! Beautiful assistance. Oh, but now Sebek is getting is overwhelmed. Still, that flag. There's fights happening. This is just like so calm and measured by Poland here. So many bodies falling by this bridge, but the bigger battle is happening here at Flag, and Poland outnumber Bene here. They have two men here. Caesarea trying some weird tactic with a horse jump. He loses his horse, and I think he'll soon lose his life. It seems like Poland have a complete hold on this Flag. Double kill to Prince
One of the big risks about taking only two archers is if one goes down, the effectiveness of the other archer is significantly reduced. So when they lost Rue there, they kind of lost their ability to suppress the rest of their team.
Yes, LaRue got kind of mutilated really early, and he couldn't do anything as an archer there. That really lowered Bene's firepower there, and Poland fighting near that bridge. I think Bene got suckered to fight, I think it was Sebek down there in the water.
Yeah.
They sent all their horses there while the other Polish archers were right below Big Forest, and they weren't really harassed. They were kind of shooting freely, which I think over time won them that fight. Poland playing that very, very methodically, I think.
I think as well, Bene kind of gave the initiative as well with that. They kind of let Poland come on as they wanted and didn't really adapt or try and counter-push or anything like that. And also, sending all your cav into that water is horrible because the water's basically like an archer... it's like archer land, where all the archers shoot you all the time.
It's horse quicksand, man.
Yeah.
But now, I think it's a similar thing is happening here. A posturing by Bene, but both teams are really putting a priority on Big Forest. Big Forest is kind of like the only noteworthy location on this map, and so therefore it's important to fight for it.
I think the important thing about Big Forest is it gives firing positions on all three flags, actually. It's actually in view of all of them. It's not terribly dominant for any of them, but it's certainly not the best position for any of the flags, but it's sort of in the middle of the map, right in between all of them. So.
Wow, the Polish archers are unloading their quivers. I think Prince Lelele is a little injured, but I think he's injured a horse. I think he hit Caesarea's horse. Or Caesar, that's his name. Caesarea. Hopefully he can seize this flag that spawns in the new location that Azan talked about. That is an awesome area for the flag, but I don't think anyone's going to go for it. There will be blood.
This could be pretty bad for Poland.
Oh, this could be bad. Bene now charging the archers. They got Virus on the run here. But one of the Polish horsemen, Harman, gets reared up.
And Trebron. Oh. That's two cav down for Poland.
Poland are now being corralled into the waters. This is pretty bad. They get a kill back, a crucial kill back on Watley. But they're pulling back into the water to stop the horse charges. Bene's horses are doing work. Virus shooting behind a horse. Very brilliant. Oh, some clutch shots. Whoa! A headshot. Aliopa indeed. He's turning this fight around. Virus with the clutch shots. Bene now have to retreat. Their horses are useless, mired in the water. And Cristo the Vicious, look at him. Just like his name, he's viciously running at him. Bene's screwed here. Carpe Diem coming from behind. One of the few cav left. He loses his horse.
Yeah, I think Bene kind of thrown that round because they didn't have to follow the Polish team into the river like that. They could have stayed at the top and shot them.
They fell for their honey trap. And it was too sweet. And Bennett have died of diabetes. Wonderful showing by Poland. That was really impressive because they came back from a deficit. I mean, like, for all accounts, Poland was set to die that round.
Well, in some ways, but at the same time, although they lost 2 players, they were both the Cav players, which wouldn't have been any use in the river anyway. And Benny actually has 4 players on Cav, so if you consider that Cav are irrelevant in that river, Poland actually outnumbered Benny in the river. So when they ran into it half-heartedly, just thinking they're going to slaughter them, they're actually running into like a large numerical disadvantage for themselves. Benny were. So.
That was brilliant. They made the Cav irrelevant. Plus, it's always cool to see them fight in the water. Warband doesn't have the best water effects, but it still looks pretty damn cool. By Bannerlord, they'll probably add blood. I just want to see like trails of blood coming from the bodies downriver.
Well, I just want to see people not like walking on the bottom of oceans.
Oh, that's part of Warband's charm, though. Especially maps that let you breathe. I remember in Siege they have maps where there's like whole areas called like let's go submarine them here. Let's go behind them underwater in the caves.
Oh, God.
You should make a map like that, Azan.
Don't know if I'd be able to live with myself.
Alright, but no. Scuba Gears for some other game.
I think it's worth noting as well, Vegas have quite a sizable advantage on this map, in my opinion. So losing 2 rounds as Vegas is quite bad for Benny.
Oh, I did not account at all for faction imbalances or strengths.
Yeah, I mean,
good thing we point that out.
The Saronids are good, but their archers have basically no power. And in terms of hit points on the horses for withstanding archers, I think a hunter's like 50% more hit points, or maybe it might, when you consider the arm, it might be actually 100% more damage it can take. So if Bene have 1 extra horse and they're all hunters compared to all Saronid horses, then that's quite a lot more, toughness for the Bene horsemen.
So in a way, you're saying Bene are somewhat squandering the inherent advantage to their faction?
Certainly, when they attacked in the river, they were definitely squandering it. Yeah, they used it well in the first round, where they managed to get the fight in the big forest. But
well, hopefully they can learn from their mistake as the flag spawns here, and Bene making a push, though they were further away. Cristo throwing some jabs in there.
I think it's a bit of a mistake of Bene to move on to the flag this early.
Yeah, especially since Poland's archers are they not up there? Yeah, they're up on the hill. Prince Lelele and everyone is really high up there. Bene are really exposing themselves, and as such, Leroux gets knocked out behind a tree. Oh, that goes partial fire support for Bene is now gone, meaning the rest of Poland might be brave enough to charge in.
Yeah, but Bene just needed to focus on taking down that crossfire, not on getting the flags, because they're never going to be able to hold that flag. And
Mega Man gets dehorsed. Watley goes down as well. Prince Lelele still shooting. Trebron jumping over the moon. Everything's happening. He's just styling on these guys. All they see is the underside of a horse. Wow. Was that a clean sweep? No. They did
almost
lose a man. That was, wow. Such masterful work by Poland here with map control. And that is the end of the first set. All right. And now we update the score and wait for both teams to switch sides and switch factions. So, wow. Pretty good performance here by Poland.
Yeah, they're doing very well. Polish Cavs doing a lot of good work as well.
I'm astounded by their archers. Well, I mean, it is their Cav that is stopping Bene from getting at those archers.
Yeah, it's playing a little bit like I expected it to, but Poland is certainly using the crossfire as well. I think Bene just really need to focus on taking down those crossfires, and Poland just need to keep doing what they're doing, really.
They're doing just fine. That is like map control. I think Luss said that Poland, he knew deep in his heart that Poland is a war-banding nation. That is a deep understanding of this game. Like, The way it felt like they just kited the enemy to death.
Yeah,
that
I mean,
that third match though was more like, I don't know.
well, they just sort of set up with their positions on the hill, the bridge, and on the other side of the river. And you know, when you've got like that bigger crossfire, you can't sit on the flags for 2 minutes. You know, you're just going to get shot to pieces trying to do that. And Bene just didn't have any crossfire going on at all, really. I don't think so. It's not really surprising what happened there.
So what should have Bene done in that third round?
They should have been focusing on neutralizing the crossfire first before moving on the flags. Also, another thing you can do is potentially try and wait until later to be able to contest the flags. But in that case, Poland were actually contesting themselves. So it was basically a race against the clock for Bene to shut down the Polish crossfire and then move on to the flags and take it after doing that.
Couldn't they have sent their superior cavalry force to go up on those hills? I mean, those archers were really exposed.
Potentially, yeah.
Prince Lelele and his friends.
If you think about the numbers, though, it actually doesn't end up that well. The reason that 6 cav works to be able to do that is that you have such overwhelming numbers. If you consider with 4 cav, any individual archer you attack, all 3 of the other team's cavalry can come and support them. So it actually ends up in a 4v4, where you're attacking a position with cavalry, which is never... It's not really cavalry's strength, like being a brute force sort of thing. So it's not actually that easy to do that. You can definitely send someone to engage them, though. I think potentially sending some cav to just mess about with the archers would have been one way they could have done it.
Bene in a hard position now. That round, they're put in continuous hard positions by Poland, and now they are at a 2-round deficit here.
Yeah, certainly not unrecoverable though, but they are going into this with the harder faction. Poland relying on... I think Vegas is just going to play to Poland's strengths here. Poland doing something very interesting here. They got 2 Dragoon cav.
Oh, okay. Well, we are returning into the game, my friends. They've reset, switched factions. Bene are now... What is this faction? They're Kurgit, right? No, those aren't played.
Could only wish.
What are these Sand people called?
Oh dear.
Saradins! My knowledge of Warband is impeccable, I tell you.
Poland have actually seemed to have gone a 5 cav build, so similar to 6 cav, but they've taken an archer instead of one of the cavalry. Bene have gone with their traditional build, so this is quite interesting. I wasn't expecting to see any 6 cav, actually. I suppose I am not. I'm not either. But yeah, Poland does it.
All right, let's see what the teams can do. Poland deciding for all cav, all archers. They are gonna kill. They're gonna find pigs here, really.
Yeah.
Unless some of those horses are here to dismount.
Yeah, the Dragoons... I mean, dismounting's one thing the Dragoons do. They're kind of a light cav who play infantry as well. That's the best way of thinking about them. I mean, interesting armor the Polish Dragoons are taking. They've got very little equipment in terms of armor, which... I don't know if that's going to be good enough.
Caius with some bold shooting out here in the open, but the distance is so vast that scoring a lucky headshot is pretty unlikely.
I think Poland will feel quite happy about moving around. You can see they're using their archers much more liberally now because they've got such a big cav presence on the map.
Alright, flag has spawned, and it has spawned in favor of no one, really. Poland might have a slight edge here, but it's kind of between both sides. Big forest versus little forest. Who has the advantage?
I'd say Poland, definitely. They get set at least 3 positions around. You can consider there's about 4 positions around that flag. Little forest, 1 tree hill.
Oh, what is this? Mr. T is going right between everyone. No. Oh, look at this. Harman is boldly going after the... Oh, ooh. Wow. Sebek cleanly killing Bene Attila here. That sets back Bene quite a bit. And yeah, they just retreat.
That's exactly how to use the build. They've gone in, they've overwhelmed, and then they just retreat.
That is really, really great work they did there. And the horses are... They're kind of skirmishing, but Poland's really bringing it back. They're waiting for Bene to overextend, and they already have early on. But now Bene's really pushing in there with only 4 men. LaRue is still fighting in the background, but Mr. T loses his horse. Oh my god! Aliopa in the face!
Yeah, I think they just the positions they had were just.
They're
too poor
dying
there.
by the trees. Oh my goodness! A complete whitewash on behalf of Poland here. Incredible work. Jeez. Bene's crumbling.
Yeah, interesting not seeing any. Oh no, they did get a warhorse. Poland. That'll be a huge boon because the Saranid archers just can't do anything against that. Even the, in fact, nothing the Saranids have can really hurt it. So, as long as you don't get couch lanced, you're pretty much immortal.
Bene really need to rally here. I think the score is 4-1, right?
Yes, there's
Okay.
Bene switching up, going to ruins.
There we go.
Dead.
Yes, they really need to rally. LaRue leading them here. I'm sure in their chat is a strong voice in there too. Yeah, they need Aliopa more now than ever. They have to stay strong here. They can't let their nerves get to them. They just kind of fed themselves to the Lions Den that last round, I mean.
Yeah, I mean Poland using a very powerful build here, I think.
Really using the faction strength?
Yeah, I mean they have a little bit less power in terms of being able to like go and attack things with their cavalry because they've got one less cav compared to 6 cav. But they still can do it if you've got a lone archer quite easily. And of course they got 3 archers, which at Vegas are just tremendous.
Whoa! Mr. Dono take us a shot in the leg. I thought LaRue team shot him, but no, that's not the case. It's just really great arching from Poland.
I have to say, Benny making a really bad decision here, trying to push in on this. This is a build you cannot push. It's like, it's just designed to just punish that completely. It's just gonna, they're gonna get shredded to bits, I think, yeah.
I think Benny is still taking the bait that Poland leaves out for them. Oh.
Tommy just misses blade.
Whoa,
takes that carpet.
what a kill! That's a perpendicular couch. Pretty awesome. That's a good start for Bene here. And Blade is still kind of exposed. T is still trying to harass him. I think Poland doesn't know what to do at this moment. T kills Virus. And I think Poland's on the retreat for once. I think Ben is bringing it back. Beautiful! A double kill for Mr. T.
Now Poland is going around. They retreat their archers out into the open.
Ooh, nice. Oh, wait, a team kill.
Oh.
Bennett with the team kill and a
throw
good
it back.
couch. Oh no, Watley will regret this moment later. Or he's regretting it now. Unfortunate team kill that is now, it's really even now. Poland with a slight advantage. Watley is being chased by so many horses. T's coming around. Oh, he missed an opportunity against Sebek here. He misjudged where he would land, but Sebek is no longer a threat. Now on the flag, LaRue fighting. Oh, he's bringing out the sword, but now he's changing to his arching. Oh, Mr. T with the stop, saving LaRue. Now LaRue is free to shoot. But he goes down. Did not find good cover. Watley coming around to help Mr. T. Hopefully Mr. T is he's not as good on foot as he was on a horse. Such a shame. Still, it could happen. Kaya stops Cristo. But Watley goes down because he's shot from behind from Prince Lele. I think Bene threw a match they almost had. Caius, he's not done. His team might have thrown, but he's not. Look at those swings, fighting 3 guys at once.
Well, I think once again it was overcommitment by Bene. They got a couple of early kills there, but they just kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and it just, I don't know what happened. I didn't actually see on the other side of the map where those first few kills came back for Poland, but.
Well, one was an unfortunate team kill, and I think the other was an arrow. A timely arrow, I think, on someone else. It suddenly just evened out the fight.
Yeah. Poland there just didn't, their cavalry weren't working very well to protect their rangers as Bene were pushing, and they retreated their rangers right out into the open, so it's not surprising those Polish rangers went down so early.
Poland, they really have a stranglehold on Bene here. That was Bene's opportunity to come back here. The score is now 5-1. That as the lead grows, it's going to be harder and harder for Bene to take this back on Verloren. And Poland is going around the hayfield. It looks cool seeing a move all over there, but I don't know what they're doing. Are they
They're
fighting
trying
over
to
there?
kill Caius. Caius has been by himself with no polearm. He's just trying to jump over a fence to avoid all this. I think he's going to go down.
He's getting trampled to death. What was
If he
Caius doing here? Pitiable Caius. Meanwhile, the rest of Bene are trying to drown themselves in the river? I'm not sure what they're doing here. Oh, they're trying to do what Poland did by preventing the cavalry from being useful, but it's almost working, actually.
I think they're not shooting down those Polish archers, though.
No, Virus is free to do as he pleases. Cristo gets off his horse, gets a kill, and remounts. Oh, the kick! Is that a hammer?
That's a mace.
And Virus with the hammer kill. Jeez, oh my almighty, like, Poland are set to take this whole set.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard to come back from this at this point, because Poland's snowballing quite hard. Although, having said that, they haven't got a lot of upgraded horses. In fact, only two of their rangers even have... only one of their rangers has Lamar. So, it's not incredibly tanky. A lot of their... Do the cav have a lot of armor? Yeah, quite a lot of the cav have heavy armor. Which does mean that any
them
sort of...
moving tanks.
Yeah, but even if you dismount them, it's like they're going to be really hard to kill on the ground with scimitars and stuff, so...
Well, Poland kind of making this an open and shut case for them as Best Warbanding Nation 2015. Bene, I think, in a way, I kind of see, like, desperation in Bene here and in their actions. And then it's only growing as the lead climbs.
Yeah, I have to say, I mean, this is 6 cav versus like an much older build. And I think you can't really attack 6 cav. The main problem with 6 cav is doing it wrong in the first place, attacking the wrong place with it. So against these older style builds. So if you don't throw your sort of chance away by attacking in the wrong place, then you know it can be very, very powerful. And you saw that they took down one player like immediately with practically no risk in the previous round at all. So it just forces Bene to have, like, they've got no crossfires going on, they're just stuck in one spot. They can't risk moving out. It leaves them very limited choices.
Bene overcommitting here, and according to Azan here, not playing to their factions, their strong suits.
Well,
I believe you wholeheartedly, since I don't know myself. Your word is gospel to me, Azan.
Well, Samonid's a decent enough infantry, but don't have much cav stopping power. Oh, they're pushing now, actually. Botley just trying to make something happen, I think, here. Just going for some headlong rush, but need to be careful there.
Oh,
Prince just go down.
rush.
That's one archer down.
Oh, Mr. T has been actually showing a really great performance on a horse. He does not want Bene to lose. None of Bene
And the
wants
other
to
archer
lose.
down. Now,
Another
we'll
one.
pop Bene throw it away, because this
Don't
is what they
throw
did
it
last
away,
time.
Bene. This is good. It's good right now. They have to learn how to measure their aggression.
I think they are
How
going
to bring it back.
Those Bene cav have been so aggressive. Poor Virus, look at him just hulking among the ruins. Injured. He's been shot in the back. Not in the spine.
Poland in a little bit of disarray here. They're rearing themselves up.
But Bene are still pushing, and it's like they don't need to do this.
Well, Watley got a deep horse.
Yeah.
Bene still have to be careful that they have to realize they're still fighting armored horses everywhere. And a fight ensues in the back of the ruins.
I think this is where Bene are going to actually lose.
Inside of the shade of the ruin.
Oh, no,
my
load of
god,
Polish
every
players
horse.
go down.
A double kill for Kellerman.
I was kind of afraid Bene was sort of splitting themselves up there by going around the
Oh,
ruins.
still some... Poland really is fighting rather well. That war horse is still out there doing things. Cristo getting a few kills, but Attila put himself up in the ruins. Now he's coming to finish this. And I think Bene finally crawl back in this. They get around here. Cristo, yep. Getting shish kebabbed. And finally Trebron. Oh! He brought the horse! Caius with the kill. That is what Bene needs. Aliopa. Everyone get back in this. They take back a single round right at the end. And the score is 6-2 coming into Verloren.
I think they definitely needed that round. Not only just to sort of like get back in there in terms of the scores, but also just just for morale. You know, you don't want to be losing 7-1 in the first.
Indeed, that would. If they went into the next round 7-1, I just don't know how they deal with it in their mental state. But I mean, they can really pull something amazing out here.
Yeah, as I say, this is a map which is, oddly enough, even though I designed it, I'm very bad on it. I think, in fact, AE in general are very bad on it. Don't know why. I don't know why I don't use all the secret trapdoors and secret passages I should have built into the map. But,
you should have made like a sewer grate that leads to the bottom of that area. Yeah, you just drop down it, you know, like Ninja Turtles or something.
yeah.
But yes, Bene with a very commanding lead. No.
Poland.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Poland. Thank you for the correction. And actually, Miss Arrow,
I
witnessed all this. Now, what do you have to say about what's been going on here in the match? How are you feeling about Poland's surprising beginning here and how Bene's been handling it?
I was very surprised to see Poland doing the 6 cav build. I don't think I've seen them do that before. Yeah, I'm surprised that they've got such a lead over Bernie at the moment. But what I wanted to say was that we have a tweet from Black Tide, who has said the latest addition to Warblader's vocabulary from Cool Gaming Bros, the perpendicular couch, enters the scene. So I actually missed that. I'm going to have to watch it in the.
That was a sick perpendicular couch. Though. I mean, you have like a single moment to land that couch when the two horses meet. It's just beautiful murder. Poetry and horse motion. But you were saying that you're surprised by like the versatility of Poland here, bringing out the 6 cav.
Yeah. I think I had heard that Cristo had done some practice on cav, but I didn't quite expect them to put so many people on cav.
Well, maybe Bennett didn't expect it either, but how do you feel about Bennett's aggression? How it's not really been tapered, and how there were like 2 rounds where they had advantages, but then it slipped from their finger. No, it didn't slip. Come on, now they hurled that across the field.
Well, when you spoke to LaRue last week, he said, didn't they, that Benny were playing each round one at a time. They weren't dwelling on what had happened in the previous round. Each round was a new one, a new opportunity to win. So, yeah, maybe they just feel aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, I think they might have wanted to get this win early, but now they have to realize that this win may never come if they don't start playing it smart. So, Zahn, what do you think they got to do here? What does Bennett have to do here on Verloren? Obviously, win a bunch of rounds. But how?
Well, they've got to break that Polish crossbar. They did that on the last round that they won there. They went after the archers immediately, killed them, and then they managed to like drive it forwards. I think they could have done it a lot easier if they hadn't done that sort of drawn out sort of push, but they got it in the end anyway. The real risk, of course, is when they're doing aggression like that, is that all those cavalry came back and sort of could just potentially hit them, you know, in places because they're all drawn out and not properly protected. But yeah, I think on this map they'll just have to be focusing on how to deal with that crossfire. They've got to deal with it somehow. I think Poland will likely run at least 2 cavalry as well, and have quite a light infantry setup. So that might mean Bene can at least take control of places like the tower to use that if they're running more infantry. So we'll have to see how Poland plays it. But Poland have been willing to mix it up quite a lot. On from what I've seen, when they played against us, they mixed it up. When they're playing against the Germans, they mixed it up. So they may like take one build and then next round just change it like randomly. That's something they were doing.
Hopefully, Bene can read them though and not get mixed up on what they're going to do here. What Poland's going to bring.
I think scouting will be especially important knowing where the enemy archers are so you can actually stop them is obviously the first thing you need to do, and knowing if there's like 3 cav or 1 is also really important.
Well, Bene got to find these, what I think, pretty expert marksman Polish archers. They got to look for them and see them before the arrows enter their eyeballs. So both teams still getting ready here. Oh, something of importance. I mean, teams are nothing but the players who make up those teams. So what, is there some standout play you've been noticing, Arrow, from any of the teams right now?
Sorry, what?
Any standout play?
No, nothing I can remember. Sorry, I'm being hassled
That is
by
so fine, because
Captain
they're
Lust
going to
about.
play, and we're going to play the intro. Thank you.
Both teams are taking identical builds. Got 2 cav, 2 archers per team. Bene seem to be spreading out. Seem happy to just take the top area.
Intro. There we go. Now we're in the game. Continue as you were. I am so sorry to interrupt you.
Sorry, I hadn't realised. Yeah, so what I was saying is Bene, both teams taking 2 archers, 2 cav. Bene taking the top area. Poland seems to have taken the alleys just by itself. Will mean Poland won't have any crossfires really going on. Could be bad for them, since that seems to be their strength. Maybe they don't have a way of doing it on this side of the map, I'm not sure. Or maybe they'll deploy to it once the flags come up.
Well, let's see here. A lot of infantrymen for Bene. Actually, infantrymen plenty for both sides. Mirrored setups.
Yeah, not. I don't know how this is going to go down. Bene, I think, certainly have the better positions at the moment. Although they got Tommy and Rue both sat at the same spot, so I'm not sure how. Oh, Tommy's a cavalry. Right.
Well, Azana, I'll pose to you the same question. Have you been seeing some really exemplary performers from some Polish players right now?
I think Carpe Diem actually did some really good work as Cav on the previous map. I swear I saw him doing quite a lot.
I was impressed by Mr. T. I know he has no Mr. in front of the title, but he's a gentleman. And flag spawns. What is that area called, Azan?
I think we just call it attacker spawn, because maps usually have an attacker and defender.
Wait, an attacker, but both teams spawn neutrally. Like,
in theory, yeah, but most maps tend to have a bias on them, and for some reason, the first team always seems to be the one with the bias. So the second team is the attacker.
Harman gets shot in the back, and Bene are actually now pushing inside of here. I love this map because when the teams meet out here in the center right here, it always looks like a gang fight. Like a medieval gang fight. The Capulets versus the Montagues. If they had vests, it'd be the Jets versus the Sharks, but it kind of is because Poland is a giant great white.
One thing to note, look at the amount of jabs that Poland has now. Will
Bene right now are tuna. There's a bit of shield bashing going on here early on. That flag is in Bene's favor, though. They are forcing the issue with Poland. Lots of melee fights. Lots of guys shooting into this fight as well. Ooh, Mr. T trying to make his presence known. Oh, I think Harman does the better move altogether. Beautiful shooting by Caius. Takes out Harman off his horse. Bene getting the better of the fight. They are moving up. Mr. Prince Lele gets a good kill, and Trebron and Blade are inside the smithery.
Is the smithery?
Is that the anvil place?
I was going to say the blacksmith.
The blacksmith. And they're still fighting in there. Bene raised the flag in the meantime, but everyone here. All right, Bene taking the hammer to that anvil and getting the early round here. They need this. They need this.
Yeah, they need a lot of rounds. At least 6.
They completely messed up that shop. I like to imagine that both teams, like, it is kind of a medieval gang fight in that this is a populated village. I don't know if you envisioned this when you made this, Azan, but like it's a normal village, but some infighting or some fight brewed between these two factions that they finally said today we meet on the streets, and so everyone boarded up their windows and shut down their doors. and so they fight out in the streets with the people watching from the windows as best they can.
Gangs of Villain.
The Gangs of Erlorin. That is this film. That is what we're watching right now. It could be like their leader got assassinated or poisoned, and one crew blamed the other. But really, it was the UK who actually did it.
Anarchy and Sweaty.
But
yeah.
Right now, both teams just kind of sitting.
I think you could see that Poland didn't really have much of a crossfire going on. They just had a couple of positions at the end of that courtyard, and it really wasn't enough for them to be able to do their customary sort of horrifying crossfire, which they've been certainly used against us last week, and were using against Bene in the previous match, in the previous map even. But maybe they can get some better ones. Although, to be honest, that position is the one they should have had the crossfire on. They should have been able to get a decent crossfire on that one. But they seem a bit slow in moving onto the flag. I don't know why.
Yes, Bennett did get there quicker.
Yeah, but they should have the inside route, Poland, so I don't know why they were so slow. Not really sure.
Flag spawns inside of the rat market. Bene kind of have a real good handle on that. They also have Watley and Mega Man here to stop any push from Poland, but Poland are making their way up here.
But Benny are happy to fight him, though.
Oh, they are happy to fight him, and they're happy to land that shot. Caius getting a beautiful shot on Carpe Diem. It was moving not very carefully. They're still getting peppered, actually.
Trevor taking a big hit, though.
That is one of only 2 cav for Poland here.
Harman dismounted and killed in the alleys. Oh, Blade and Cristo have pushed over the side. They're trying to do a little
Yes, they got
maneuver.
up here, but they're being fought. Oh, I think Mega Man got his horse stuck. Oh yeah,
Mega Man's in trouble.
That horse is he falls off his horse, he abandons it on the stairs. Fighting in there and fighting on the side as well. Down in the market, Sebek gets a double, but LaRue gets a double, and Bene come out on top. I think it's happening.
I get the feeling Bene's a lot more comfortable here than they were against the builds Poland were doing on open map.
They certainly are. Poland kind of split themselves there. Not sure what's happening. I mean, the awesome map control by Poland is not here. Then again, you could say it was flags spawning in that area, but Bene made it a point to control the tower and those tunnels, really, in that whole upper area. Meanwhile, Poland is just kind of taking the brewery.
Yeah, I mean, the position they're putting themselves in there, maybe they can't take anything more. Maybe they don't feel they can, but they don't really have any crossfires from down there where they are. So maybe the fact that they're not getting the crossfires and simply don't know a way of safely taking them. I think the map does, in some ways, favour the upper team because of this. It is easier. They do get the sort of better defensive positions.
Yes, and you can tell from the map that you just look how spread out all these Bennett dots are. As you said, they're looking for where Poland's coming. And actually, Poland have retreated and are coming up the steps. Besem sees it and he is retreating. That is a lot of red and white shields coming in here. Is there anyone on top? No.
No, they do have a guy on top, actually.
Whoa, Poland making a really brazen push here for this, and they're leaving the inside of the tower and coming down on the streets.
No spawn swap here. I'm not sure why they're doing this at this stage, but
it is a spawn swap. Both teams migrating. I don't know why Bene didn't fight this. Maybe they're wary of losing fights where they rush in. They're thinking that those crafty and clever Belgium and Netherlands players are coming up with some plans, so they're just gonna move. They may just
Yeah.
be chasing each other circles around the map at this point.
I don't think it's going to work to Poland's favour though, because so far they seem to be at their strongest when they're the ones sort of taking the fight and sort of receiving it. Oh, but they've got the flag now. That's certainly worked to their advantage.
Flag spawns over in the rat market. I think Bene we're making a push to do another swap and a rotation here, just one giant circle around the map, a continuous one. But Blade has to jump out of the building. He takes no damage. Pretty expert. Oh, he gets shot on the way down by those crossbows.
But now Bene has to deal with the crossfire.
Coming out of the doors. I think they might have someone in the tunnels. They don't have anyone in the tunnels. They are fighting near the cheese.
And that crossfire's pretty nasty. They've managed to break it temporarily at least though, but...
Ooh, what a gem! Poland losing 2 men right off the bat. There's a few kills being brought back. But Poland are now being chased out of their area.
5v4.
5v4 going on. Oh my god, some great fighting on the stairs. But no, they fight on top. Bodies tumbling from the stairs. Poland evening it out. Actually, sort of. They're still at a disadvantage, but these brave 3 men are still valiantly fighting among these stairs. Now they are running over to the market where Bezem is waiting for them. Bezem and Walty.
The problem for Bene here is that they're going to be actually fighting 3v3 because their other players going to be taking a while to get back. So Poland have a little window now where they can get an even fight. There is a window
here if they could get Mr. T to not come in. All right, each man taking an opponent. Oh, but I think the Bene's fourth has come in. Dr. Dono's come in. Oh, don't donate kills. Oh, there they go, the power of numbers.
The cab is able to work uncontested.
Yes, they lost their horse, but they saved their men and won the round. Bene with a whole lot of momentum in here, man. This is the anger of a few mega men.
Yeah, and they've nearly evened the score now. It's 6-5, I believe.
Wow, this is more like it. This is a match worthy of the finals. And I thought, you know, Poland wrestled. No, they didn't. I want to say they fought for control of that area, but Bene just easily gave it up and just kind of reclaimed it through battle.
Looks like they're going to fight to defend the tower this time. Or at least the bottom of the tower.
That's a tough spot to fight for.
You know, I'll have to see if Poland can get any of the positions, because I think that's what they'll want. Yeah, they're sending Prince and Carpe out as little archer in pair to try and get a flank, I think. Don't think Benny will be able to do much about that either.
That was a close round, though, all things considered.
Yeah, it was very close.
Do you think Poland should have fought the tower? Oh no, they're fighting now! Prince Lele on the stairs! I don't think Poland wanted this. Maybe they did. Because they're able to shoot from the top of the tower.
Ooh.
Oh, players
Team
dying
kills
left
both
and right.
sides.
Both times. It's even down in the grand scheme of things. Lives being traded out. Horses glitching through walls. Blade! The worst part is the horror on Blade's face as he watches his team succumb one by one. Oh, the stab from the back! No way! I'm so sorry I missed that. I didn't notice Watley coming up, and neither did his poor victim here. Blade went down without even knowing what happened. That felt like some Godfather moment, you know? And Harman, the last Polish player, gets off his horse. He wants to die a man. He wants to die with his cheese. I think yeah.
He's got no weapon. I don't know if he's...
He might have dropped his weapon, or he just wants to go down a very brave man. Get the cheese!
Just some sort of crimson slaughter there.
And he dies in a humiliating pose. This whole set was kind of humiliating for Poland. What an amazing comeback. As we go into a break for the final set. Well, that is surprising. That's what I hoped for, but I didn't think it would happen. That was so commanding. You place Bene inside of walls, and they suddenly know how to play the game.
Well, it's happening completely opposite from where I expected. I expected Poland to be able to get the crossfires on this map, and then Bene to do maybe a little bit better on the open map. It's completely opposite. We'll have to see how Poland do with that side, though, because obviously they get the slightly better defending positions to start with. So they might be very abusive with them. But it didn't seem... I mean, the lower spawn is more limited in where you can do defensive positions, but it didn't seem like Poland were sort of like masterful in using them like I've seen them on other maps. So, I don't know, maybe they're just less confident on this map, on where to go. I think I can think
Less confident?
Yeah, as in they don't know exactly where to go with their ranges. They seemed very sort of limited. Like on that first round they lost on that set, when they were defending the attacker's spawn. They could have got over there, taken tunnel, and like set up a horrible crossfire across the whole thing, which is what I was expecting them to do. But instead they just sort of stayed back in the alleys. They had that very small crossfire just on the alley they had. They didn't really do much. Whereas when we were playing them the other day on Castellum, like they were doing these massive, like controlled splits to get horrible crossfires everywhere. So.
This complacency by Poland to lose 4 rounds right in a row like that. Do you think factions might have been a part of it? Will they do better switching here?
I don't know. I mean, I think the factions are actually pretty balanced. Vegas are a good I think Vegas and Rodux are actually quite a balanced faction setup. I mean, in fact, I'd say Rodux possibly worse, maybe a little bit. But it depends how you use them. Rodux are a faction that have quite a lot you can do with them, but not many teams do much with them. Vega's infantry slightly worse than Rodux, I'd say. Obviously, Rodux shields don't break, and then they have higher damage from the cleavers.
Those were convincing. It's amazing. Like I was praising Poland for their great map movements. Is that you yourself said that they know the map. They're familiar with it. They when they practiced you, they had crisp movements. Why did they suddenly lose it all between here and Field by the River?
Well, as I say, it might be just that they're not, less confident in this map. A lot of teams will have good maps and bad maps as to how well they play. So on one map they know exactly where to go, they've got some good plan, they know all the positions to take, and on another map they're simply more hazy on it, and not sure how to do it.
Wow. I mean, it's surprising that this happened, but I'm so glad that it did, because this has the potential to be the closest final ever.
I think as well, after the first set, Benny might have been a bit complacent as well in how they were playing it. And while they probably would have woken up after that first set, they then got hit by that 6 cav build, which obviously they just couldn't deal with as Vegas with the way Poland were playing it. Or 5 cav build is what it was. So I think now they might still be sort of like, they might be a bit more woken up. And that could be contributing, I guess.
I would pay good money to listen to the team chat right now for Bene coming back from that 4-point deficit right now.
All to play for this set.
Yes, there's still much to play here. I think, well, this reset's going to do Poland a whole lot of good. I mean, wow, they were sitting pretty lofty right now. Or they were sitting lofty just a short while ago, and it's like Bene just pulled the seat out from under him.
Yeah, I have to say, I think Poland will do better with this side. Crossbows are obviously, well, not obviously, but they are potentially much better on this map. Just because all the corners to pop out from behind. But, and also, obviously, the upper spawn has better defensive positions to begin with. We'll have to see how Benny plays it, though. I don't know. I think they'll play it quite cautiously, but...
It's also pretty... Oh, sorry. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. But I'm glad to see that Bene are not as foolhardy as they were on Field by the River. They are conceding ground and finding other ways to gain that back instead of just like
Yeah, charging.
sending men to slaughter. And I think it might be live.
Oh, Poland doing
I'm
something
live.
a bit unexpected there.
Oh, it is live. Thank you, Arrow. And now we return, guys, for what may be the final set in the nation's grand final.
No change up on the builds for either team, sticking with that 2 Cav 2 Archer build. Poland did a rush into the tower, obviously just trying to make sure Bene doesn't get it. Tower is quite important in terms of taking the upper spawn when you're on the lower spawn. If you can hold tower while you're trying to attack it, it makes it a lot easier. If you don't have tower, it's basically impossible. You have to try and push the ramp or something. But...
Oh, it actually doesn't go through the floor. That's a shame, Azan. When you
didn't go
created that tower with the broken floor texture.
Oh no. I didn't create the tower, I just put it there. Blame...
I'll blame Tailbolt for that.
This is Lust's department. You can lodge a complaint to Lust.
Oh, okay. Cleric Johnson, make him clean the toilets again. They're not sparkly enough. That's what he gets for his gambling addiction.
Yeah, I've already had to do a lot of work to try and rebuild this map because people are complaining about bad collisions. Do you see where Mega Men is at the moment? They're sort of like had to rebuild the end of that house because everyone's complaining about arrows sticking into the thin air because of the collision models. So that's all been remodeled, set a facelift. So hopefully it should all work correctly now.
Lots of effort put in on these maps, and that's pretty awesome. The flag spawns near those houses that Azan was speaking of. Tower kind of has a good position here. Poland are actually moving into the archway. They want to go to the brewery. Bene are fighting them at the arch. I don't know, neither team is bold enough or foolish enough to go into enemy territory like that, so Poland are going around instead.
Not sure what that was about. I think Poland were trying to simply discourage Bene from taking that middle area.
Possibly. Maybe they just wanted to stop him from trying to get up to the tower in that way.
Yeah, Bene don't seem to care about the flag, though. They're going for that upper spawn.
Oh, they're going that way anyway. They're still taking the approach, and the first kill going to Virus with a headshot.
And that's pretty bad for Bene when their archer's going down immediately.
Virus actually jumping down to be part of the fray. I'm not sure why. Was any better up there? Bene are now pushing. Leroux found himself a nice position behind this fountain. Oh, and he's getting surf shots in. Bene still dying. Oh, no. Oh, goodness. Dehorsing in mass. Virus still shooting away. Oh, wait. I think Bene might still have a chance here.
Yeah, it's 3v3.
It is 3-on-3. Oh, my God. It's a kind of an even match, too, in terms of the units they have up on the board. But right now, Donor he's donating blood right now. He is bloody. Oh, but he's getting hits in on Carpe. Neither Mega Man or Harman are able to find any opening here. And now Mega Man instead is trying to go finish this fight.
I think Caesar's going to finish.
Oh, Harman sees the same opportunity. Oh, no. Bene's move to try to switch lopside certain fights backfire. Oh my gosh, Donor fighting until the end. Oh my God, that was a great round by Poland there, bringing that back.
Yeah, they're being a bit more decisive now, I think, in terms of they're making aggressive moves, and they're not being predictable either, which is also important. So Bene's going to go to tower. This could be like, unless one team is chicken, this could be a big bloody fight in the middle.
Oh, I think both teams are coming up here. Oh my God, please fight in here. Please, I never see this happen. Oh, they're going to, maybe. They're posturing. One man is going on the ceiling.
I think Bene are a bit slow there, getting that ladder up there.
Rooftops, they're not Spider-Man, they're only Mega Man. Oh, they're even going down the back. Whoa, Watley's coming up around. Rooftop fighting. No, Watley's going down. That is so brilliant. He's creating an opening. Bene flooding in. No, but Poland, stop it. Whoa, even the horses are in here. They came too late. Bene is not pushing in the door. What if they're being stopped out here? All these horses so ineffective.
2v5 now, though.
That was such a bold maneuver by Bene. But it is their boldness that's costing them. It's costing them the lead.
Yeah, it was a bold maneuver, but they were hesitant about it. They needed to get the ladder up immediately and get up to the top, and they sort of dilly-dallied and didn't do it for about 10 or 15
Watley
seconds.
was not hesitating at all. That was a straight siege maneuver. That
Hey,
was
man.
so wonderful.
Sorry, just have to say that apparently the aggregate scores are locked on the stream.
Oh, I fixed it. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, though. I got it, hand. But sometimes I need help. So thank you, Arrow. Now, damn. Now it's really on Bene here. They stand to lose this all right now. That was such a great... I'm so sorry. I'm so sad to see that their boldness was not rewarded. They were not on the same page. I don't know why the front didn't barge in there when the horses came. Those horses were left to dry.
Sadly, many battle players don't know how to play Siege.
Yeah, they should totally get on the Siege server. They got to know how it works. It's all about... Siege is all about one man making a disruption among many men to allow the bigger group to make a push.
Yeah, barreling
That
with
is
the
what
shield up
Watley was
and spin
doing.
around in it. Old Siege player.
That's a shame. Well, that goes to show you Siege strategies don't work in battle game modes.
Oh, they do. They do. Just people don't do them. They should just
I
barrel
really
in.
thought that it was the execution that faltered, but goddamn, that plan was beautiful. Those horses, they came in way too early, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, it was also that Poland, like, they killed Watley and they still had men stopping that front gate. The gate did not fall. They made a shield wall that was impenetrable. Now is do or die for Bene. They have to win 2 consecutive matches. This is the final one. 2 consecutive rounds to try to force this into a tiebreaker. And they don't have the luxury of good equipment either. They kind of got slaughtered in the last 2
But
rounds.
they do have a flag. And that could be very good for them.
Yes, this could have the makings of success. Where are Poland coming? They have their horses on the periphery here. Or are they going in the tunnel?
Yeah, Poland
think-
going through tunnel.
Poland are going tunnel.
Interesting, Benny are just giving up tunnel. I think they could have potentially held that, but they decided not to.
Nah,
if they've-
it was too wide, too many shields.
Don't know if they've noted Blade in the tower though. It's waiting.
All right. Whoa, Virus put himself into a great position. If Benny weren't going to fight at the mouth of the tunnel, they should still have tried to fight near this wall, because now Virus has that crossbow ready to pick off anyone who dares put his shield down.
Yeah, looks
Donor-
like Watley's trying to go and get him.
Oh, Blade is coming around. Poland really have all the flanks here. Watley again. Watley is not going to go down. He is not going to lose this tournament. Oh, God. Oh, a Polish player going down right now, early. Another Polish player going down. Watley disrupting Virus. That is the trick. This flank by Poland is not working out for them. Double kill for Caesarea, and is Watley still alive? Caius, a double kill. Watley's still friggin' going. Bene win the round with everyone alive. Oh, wait, no. No, someone died, but he wasn't very important.
poor old Cullen. I don't know.
Wow, I thought Poland had, like, the most beautiful setup there.
2 war horses for Bene now, so Poland are going to be in trouble if they have to fight anywhere in the open at all. And
Wow,
crossbows
it's
don't have a very good fire rate either, so...
Was that part of the problem?
I don't know, the thing is Virus got shut down very early, and I think Blade as well. He was up in the tower, I didn't actually see what happened to him, but I don't think he was in a really position to do anything. So I think, once again, Poland not really having the crossfire they'd want, I think.
They almost had it. I mean, Blade was around the side, and...
Yeah.
I'm really surprised that Bene won that round, and so decisively. It seems like every round that Bene holds back and tempers their aggression, and just holds it for a moment. They just gotta let it build up. They gotta let the alley-oopas build up in their team speak, and then they rush forth again. Every time they do that, they end up winning. They need one round to force this into tiebreaker. I think in the spirit of competition, Poland should just throw this round to take us there.
Definitely,
Nah,
I think everyone
that
wants to see
wouldn't
Winter
be
Blue.
That wouldn't be. No, they have to earn it. You don't get given anything in life. You gotta take it. You gotta earn your position. And now, nothing's happening, which is okay. That favors Bene. When things don't happen, Bene wins. Dude, my hands are sweating, and I'm not even playing.
Tense final round.
My mouse is drenched. There we go. Silence on the field as both teams are thinking about this. Poland realizing that they stand to lose this advantage that they've had, and Bene realizing that they stand to lose everything here.
Poland's
the
doing
flag
the same thing.
spawns.
Trying to rush that middle alley.
Are they actually going to go through with it? The magic unit. There were some switches. Error magic unit has been in here for a few rounds.
I don't know what they're trying to do with that.
Poland getting pushed back. Didn't Poland lose this last engagement doing this?
No,
it was Bene. It was Bene. Yes. So it's up to Bene to take this differently. Intelligently, but I think Bene understand that Poland was just posturing, and they're setting up Caius and everyone out here in the this market area, the fountain area. All right, both teams are raising the flag. They're just staring each other down. They're probably taunting. They are yelling obscenities at each other. We got you, Bene. Screw you, Poles. One strike going in here. Virus is in a great position, though. Mega Man is waiting. He's still waiting. I don't know if they should wait any longer because Virus is in a position to go in. Those shots coming in from the side. Oh, Mega Man makes a choice. He goes in. Mr. T's injured. Mega Man goes down early. Oh, a team kill by Poland. That is what Bene needs. Raleigh goes down.
I think it's all over.
No, outnumbered Caius with the shots. Some clutch shots. Can 2 archers kill 4 men? Can 2 archers kill 4 men? They're peppering them. LaRue, it's up to you. You and Caius. Oh, pitiable Caius, the situation you're in.
They've
LaRue's
got to take down
dancing.
that cavalry. The only chance
That
they've got
Cav
is
is
to kill
gonna.
that Cav.
Oh, Caius is in some
What's
trouble
Harman
in there.
doing? He's going to attack Caius when Rue's on the flag.
Oh, the
God,
flag!
that's
Oh,
close.
needs to survive! If he
Rue was
survives
4
the flag!
seconds from that.
Oh, no! Had they held the flag, they could have won on time! But they didn't! Poor map control ends up being the downfall of Bene, and Poland are the war-bending nation of 2015. What a conclusion. We don't get Winterberg. Son of a bitch.
And I told Rue just yesterday not to jump when Cav come into bump stab you. Don't jump, I told him.
Did those players realize that all they had to do... Wait, okay, you understand this better than I do. Had LaRue stayed alive, is there a flag contest period, or it would have just...
No, they would have won outright.
They would have won outright if he just stopped going for kills and just turtled?
Well, yeah, I think he was trying to turtle, but the problem is that Cav was just able to come and bump him
bumped
and
him?
force a kill. Yeah.
And then Caius, I don't know, I really think Caius kind of... He cracked right there. That was a man falling apart. He was charging the flag. Really, the move I think he should have done was just hold back, right? Like, even... He was trying to rush the flag to prevent any further raising by Poland. But I think he would have just won because it was higher. Like, there wasn't a buffer area for a draw, right?
No,
It might have
it was definitely higher. The Bene flag. The thing that they needed to do, Bene did, was take down that horse because that has the ability to go around. But Harman almost threw it there because I was thinking, what's he doing? You know, there's like 15 seconds left. Rue's on the flag, and he was going to attack Kaya. So he was very late in making the decision. It was literally seconds to decide that. If Harman had delayed even 2 seconds longer, it might have been a very different match.
I feel like this moment will forever be imprinted on Caius's and LaRue's mind. On their deathbeds, they will say to their lovers and their family, my only regret is that I did not realize all that we needed was that flag.
Yeah.
Wow. Arrow.
Hello.
How do you feel about these that final round, the climax of everything?
Yeah, I feel a bit like you actually. That I'm very very pleased that Poland won, but I would have liked to see them play Winterberg. I would have liked a
I think
tiebreaker.
everyone would have liked to see them settle this on Winterberg. But all right, you know, it was a very tense moment, and in the heat of it all, I mean, those two players were outnumbered. They ultimately their whole team ended up losing that fight, though they won the flag. That always gets me, man.
Yeah.
They lost the fight, but they had the round. Nonetheless.
I mean, but remember that Benny did incredibly well to come so far. They've never been in a final before.
Ever?
Oh.
No, I don't think so.
No,
they?
yeah, that's the first time, yeah.
My commiserations and my respect to Belgium and Netherlands. I almost counted them out early on in Fueled by the River, but they really tried to bring it back, and they almost took it all the way to Winterberg. But sadly, they are the losers, so we speak no more of them. Because now we talk about Poland! Poland! Deep down, I was pushing for these guys. If you know the history of Poland getting here, they had to beat Germany in Winterberg, and then they made a surprising comeback against the UK when they were down a whole lot of points in the semifinals. And now they're here, giving us another amazing, intense match and proving they are the grand final winners, the whole winners of the whole tournament. The best warbanders are from Poland. It's settled here. There's no argument. You can make one, but Poland will stab you in the face and shoot you from across the map. Well.
And we had so many viewers. I think we had around 400 viewers at one point. So I hope everybody remembers to subscribe to the channel.
Oh yes, I will whore ourselves out here. Remember, guys, hit that follow button on behalf of everyone here on production, and follow this. This is the premier place for warband competitive scene. Though this is the end for Nations Cup, aren't there other tournaments? There's something called the next Hassan, help me here. What is the next tournament that's after this?
Oh god, is it ECS?
ECS.
ECS, yeah, it's starting soon. Hopefully.
And so there will be future competitive matches. Remember to follow us here. And if you miss a match, do find us on YouTube at youtube.com/MBTReplay. MBTV Replay, there we have all VODs. Lust cuts them up and puts them on there for anyone who could miss a match. And tweet away. Tweet your wonder at what happened today. Tweet your disappointment at not seeing Winterberg. Tweet everything.
And with any luck, we'll have Harman come in a minute for an interview.
Oh yes, and don't go anywhere, guys. Remember, we have an interview coming up with Poland.
Harman.
Is he the leader?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay. He's the leader of the Poland crew, and he is going to say some words. Maybe gloat, but I think Poland's humble. I imagine him to be. But yes, we're gonna ask a few questions and just talk with him and see what it's like and what their thoughts were on the match. So stick around for that. But in the meantime, tweet away. And oh yes, always remember all the competitive stuff happens on the Guildhall forums and Tailworld, so post there about this match. And it's always important to mention the incredible and talented Nervous Test Pilot. He makes the music for Mode 7 games, and it is the music you hear in the background throughout this stream. The guy's talented, and he allows us to use his music because he's awesome and just wants it heard. So go check out his stuff. The link is down there in the Twitch page. And yeah. Wow. What an amazing game.
There were quite a few team kills. I thought far too many, actually, for this level of competition.
Didn't the last round have a duel? Each team killed another person from their own team?
At about the same time, yeah.
At the same time? Maybe it was two archers zeroing in on the same one-on-one fight, and they just totally missed.
It's not what you want in competitive play, but in the end, team kills are higher risk. You know, you taking a risk.
Reality.
Yeah.
But okay, guys,
Hello.
it is time for the interview.
Hey, Harman, congratulations.
Harman has joined us.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hello, Harman.
Hi.
Oh, Oh, okay, wonderful. I'm raising your volume here, yes. As everyone's saying, congratulations, Harman.
Thank you so much.
How are you feeling about this win? How is your team feeling, actually?
Yeah, we're very happy. We won second Nations Cup. That's nice.
I could hear it in your voice that you're so excited, or it was just so much energy that you had to spend inside the match itself.
Yeah, I played really bad for the most of the match, but we
Well,
made it at the end.
we don't think that. Although, in the last crucial, a question. In that last round, that almost brought us to Winterberg. Why did you guys not throw the match and get us to Winterberg?
We were tired already.
I'm just messing with you, but
We need to go to toilet, so we have to end it.
Did you think? Were you worried it would go to a tie?
Yeah, it could. Was pretty nervous that second map.
Oh, you had nerves on that second one. Well, I guess we'll start with the beginning here. Y'all had a really good understanding of Field by the River. Did y'all practice that a lot?
Yeah, we played some trainings during the week. I think we had this map covered pretty well. Guys, can you move Carpe Diem, who was actually leading today? He's in the channel both.
Yes, we'll get him as well. We'll have Carpe Diem in here along with Herman.
I'll just move him down.
Move him on down. But you guys started with a really commanding beginning there against Bene. What do you think was the secret to Field by the River there against Bene?
User was moved to your channel.
I think we have better archers, better cav, and we used it well against Bene.
Hello, Carpe Diem.
Hello, guys.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Congratulations indeed for that hard-fought match. So, you were shot calling, as it were, today, while Harman is the team leader?
Well, I was commanding, but Harman's the team leader. He's taking care of the organization and stuff.
Okay. Well, as commander, I think a question in a lot of people's minds is, what happened in Verloren there? Y'all had such a commanding start, and then it seemed like it was slipping for a long time there.
Well, there was
Y'all lost a few rounds.
There was a lot of trash between us. We couldn't do it together, and we woke up on the second half of the last map. I think that's it. Not sure. I have to watch the stream so I can see what went wrong.
Not sure you were there yourself, commanding. That doesn't inspire the troops if the commander doesn't know what's going on. Okay, but more than that.
Instead of being a commander, I'm still a player. So. Yeah.
Player at first, a player at heart. But I got a question about your history coming in here. I mean, this was really hard fought. Everyone was expecting this to go to Winterberg. Y'all made sure it did it. But prior to this, y'all had to go through Germany, that was in Winterberg. Y'all fought the UK and almost lost. Like, how does it feel being warband champions of the Nations Cup after such grueling matches, hard matches?
Well, it's of course nice to be a champion, but I think I don't feel any special.
I think you're special. You guys really don't feel special?
After the match against Germany, I was really excited and all. And any win after that, it's like I take it more calm than ever, I think. Even the final. After the thriller against Germany.
Versus Germany was really, really hard, and after that we were so confident that we were about to win the Nations Cup.
Oh, okay. So in your minds, you won after you beat Germany? In a way?
Yeah, indeed. Because Germany was the best team around. If we didn't meet in quarterfinals, then I think we would have met in the finals.
Oh, okay. So you knocked out the hardest competition early. But, I mean, the rest of the matches weren't easy by any stretch of the imagination.
Well, they were not easy. We expected Benin to be less hard to beat, but yeah, they were a tough opponent anyway.
Well, Y'all did absolutely wonderful today. Your calm approach really saw you guys through because you weren't shaken up too bad about losing 4 rounds in a row. Y'all still came back.
Yeah. It wasn't so calm on TeamSpeak, but
And so,
maybe
how
it
was
looks-
TeamSpeak when you won?
Yay, we won.
Was there singing? No?
Was there
Excuse me?
singing? Was there any alley-oopas?
No, they were just calls. Yeah, we won. We're the champions. Right, let's go home.
Do you guys agree with Lust that you guys were a warbanding nation deep down, and now you've shown it?
Not sure if we can agree to that anymore. We're really, at the moment, really small community.
You're a small community?
Yeah, we were like a huge community. We had like plenty of little clans. We're always arguing with each other, but now it's like 20 people. Really not.
In a way, that's sad. But is it? Did you guys win because you guys are since the community is so small, you're so tight knit, like you're so close to each other, you practice with each other. Like, did that help you?
We play with the same team for like 3 years. We know each other well. I guess it's our advantage, maybe.
Maybe it might have been to your advantage, but well, that really was an amazing match. Well, I'm wondering if Azan has any questions here, or if Arrow. I don't want to put you on the spot, but you are speaking with champions.
Yeah, I'm still surprised by the 6 cav on Field by the River. I didn't actually know you had 6 cav players. Have you
5
been?
cabs.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, they were
5.
close.
Yeah, I was watching very closely. I don't think I've seen Cristo on a horse before.
Well, I have a question now.
Oh.
Or Cristo on a horse.
I
Yeah, I
don't-
think he never played Cav before, but he was doing really well.
Well, we
Polish
just decided to go for the black horses, which was invented by AE somehow, like a year ago, something like that, and it worked for us.
Especially on this map, when you take infantry, you really need to walk a long way under fire and attacked by Cav. Infantry really have hard time on this map, so we decided it would be better if they take horses, even if they have to dismount later.
Why did you not take the that build on the Saranid side then? Because you wanted a more conventional one there, didn't you?
Because of weak Saranid shields, Vegirs can buy good shields for archers. Also, there was something, I can't remember now.
Yeah,
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah,
the
there's-
Saran horses are also much weaker than Vegas ones. So there's no point in taking too much Cav as Saranids because the horses die so fast.
Also, infantry can buy Javis for skins. It's a nice trade.
Yeah, fair
So we rather picked Javs and better shields than 2 Cavs who would dismount later.
yeah, makes sense.
Okay, well, I have a question. Harman, you said that you didn't perform well. I disagree, having watched how you guys played. But who do you think on your team really stepped up today?
It's hard to say. Everyone was playing good, I think. Archers were amazing as usual on open map. Infantry was good as well. I really can't pick one player today.
Oh, okay. I didn't want to single anyone out, but just things you saw that were really great, that you're really proud of your team doing. But
I'm really proud how we played on first map. I guess we were really better, and silly mistakes make us lost 2 rounds, but it could end after the first map.
Well, now that you are the best nation at Warband, I take this title seriously. You guys should. You guys are so humble. I love you guys. But where do you see yourself going in the future? Do you see a mostly Polish team competing in the ECS or in future things? Trying to expand the Poland community for Warband?
I'm not sure. I might retire after this one. It was like the hardest tournament for me, and I played like for 4 so years. I was really nervous. We were losing a lot of training matches, but we were winning the matches that count actually. But it was very hard to play this year. I needed.
Was it hard to play because the competition was hard? It was hard to get practice, or it just seemed like your team wasn't doing too well in practice? So you said, "Oh, we're probably not going to do well in the tournament."
Mostly organizational, and I'm getting too old to play games, I think. So I got less and less time, and it's so exhausting to run a team.
As a man who's aging himself, what do you count as too old to be playing video games?
Never too old to play video games.
No man is too old.
Yeah, be very, very careful, Harman.
Competitively, yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, but you've been leading in IG for years and years as well, so the responsibility of running a team for that long, it does take a toll.
I am sad to hear that you may be retiring. I hope this is not the case.
Also, if we have time, I'd like to thank Sebek for co-captain for the whole tournament. He really helped in organization and stuff, and he's really amazing infantry. And I make a joke about him in my interview, which was a bit unfair, but he's a really amazing person and player. I'd like to thank him.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, to wrap up this interview, I thank you guys for coming in here, since you're doing shout-outs. Carpe diem, now that you're on the stage here as the premier players of Warband, anything you want to tell the lesser players or just other people? Anyone you want to shout out to for your success?
That's so hard. That's so embarrassing. Well, let me think. It might take a minute or 2.
Okay.
Or even 3.
That's fine.
We'll take commercial break now.
Well,
yeah,
I'll let you. I was rooting for you guys this whole time, and you guys made me happy in all your games. You guys did really well. So thank you guys for giving us a great show.
I was going to say, everybody remember to have a look at Facebook, Competitive Mountain Blade, where Harman did all his wonderful interviews are up there.
Yep.
Aliopa Christmas is over.
It's strange to say Aliopa when the team who love that phrase are not present. But I like to think it's a universal phrase of celebration. No matter who utters it. Well, Carpe Diem and Harman, I thank you guys for being so humble, and I thank you so much for the interview and giving us some good matches. I hope to see you in the future, Harman, but if not, if this is really your retirement, well, you have a legacy here in the Warband community, at least in Poland, man.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So, I think the interview portion is now concluded. Arrow brought up a great point. Now that we are ending the stream, it saddens me that this is the end of the Nations Cup, but there will be future tournaments.
Oh, it's not quite the end of the Nations Cup because we still have the bronze match to go, and that's tomorrow at 7 GMT.
That is UK versus Turkey, right?
Yeah, well done.
Yep, to settle for 3rd place.
We don't actually have anyone agreed to stream it yet, but still trying.
Well, we'll work on that. That's why you guys should follow us on Twitch. Lust will figure that out, and we'll keep you up to date. But yes, right now the third and 4th place are undecided. But Bene really exceeded expectations, knocking Turkey out and coming to second place. So my respect goes out to them. And yeah, Poland has won. And there will be future streams for different tournaments. And I would like to mention that, you know, if you guys check out the Mountain Blade Reddit, I actually saw recently that people were looking, there were people voicing a desire to join teams to create a Reddit Mountain Blade tournament. What that suggests to me is that there's a market of people out there. There are willing people who want to be part of the scene. So if you want to recruit people, go out there, talk to some people. As it's sad to me to hear Harman say the Poland community was dwindling, but at least there is a market of people who are willing to get interested in the competitive scene. So there is fresh blood out there, guys. If we look for it and if we talk about it. And okay, well, I think this is a good time to end the stream. I want to thank my co-casters here, Azan and the lovely Arrow for working the community relations. And I will give you guys a moment, starting with Azan. Anyone you want to thank or shout out to?
I'll just say thanks to OGL for leading the UK team. He'll be leading us tomorrow as well. So I'll be part of that. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you, old glorious leader. I love his name because it sounds like ODB, you know, from the Wu-Tang Clan. But okay, now Arrow. Anyone with you to thank or to shout out to?
Yeah, well, I want to say happy birthday to Leeson. He's not playing at the moment, but he is one of the best cav, I think, in the scene, when he is in the scenes. And it's his birthday today, so Pemberley Thapis to Leeson. And obviously we all miss Captain Lust, but we didn't miss him that much today because you were absolutely brilliant. And Dazan too, so thanks for doing the stream.
Thank you, and happy birthday, Leeson. I don't have a sound effect for birthday cheer, but
you should sing.
You know, happy birthday's copyrighted, by the way, but I'll wish him a happy birthday. But okay, well, that settles everything. That was a heart-pounding match. We didn't get to see Winterberg, but I don't regret that or rue that. I am so happy that we saw what we did, and that we saw a really great tournament, and that it ends here. I'm E-Man. I guess I'll plug myself. You can check me out at YouTube or at Twitch at Cool Gaming Bros. I'll be streaming later, so you guys can come check that out and hang with me. And yeah, this has been wonderful. And my biggest shout out goes to all you guys, the tournament admins, the referees, everyone who takes part in these things. And most of all, to my dear ginger buddy, Lust. His face full of soup from cleaning Cleric Johnson's chimney. I thank you, Lust. If you hear this in your servitude, you're an awesome guy. And the reason I'm casting is because he has so much love for this community, and he really to me is the embodiment of the warband esports scene. So you guys go tweet to him, tell him he's awesome, and you guys are awesome. And that's all I gotta say. Farewell.
Hi.
Okay. Thank you for silence. That's done. That was exciting.
That was a good match.
Oh, it was a
That was
great game.
match. Yeah. I was tired this whole time. That was not my best.
I
I'm so sleepy. But
bet it was tiring for the teams.
that was great. That interview was shit. Mainly because I don't know what I didn't really expect an interview. I don't know.
Oh,
what
sorry.
am I supposed to ask? No, it's not shit because of the people who were there. You know, no, it's just like, what are we supposed to ask them? I don't know.
Well,
Do you-
Lust mainly does it just to dig up banter, I think. So I don't know what.
Yeah. I mean, I watch Lust. I have to sit there and listen to Lust, and my big thing about it is it always goes on too long.
Yeah.
So
It
this
kinda
one was
ends up
short and
being
sweet.
Like him palling around with the people, which is cool. I just don't know these people, and it's weird. But we tried though, and I'm glad
Yeah,
you guys
so-
helped out.
So really,
You
it was
guys helped out with the
Azan's
interview.
job to keep the interview rolling then.
Yeah. From what little journalism I took, I know damn well that you're supposed to try to say the right things to get them to talk. An interview where the interviewer says more than the interviewee is a terrible interview, and by those standards, I say that was a really shitty interview. But aside from that,
I think the trouble is after an intense match like that, though, everybody's tired.
Yeah, but wiped out.
it did work out. The whole stream worked out. It was wonderful. And I'm glad it was a tri-cast. It was fun. That was a lot of fun. I think Arrow provided a lot of good like info. Really great with the tweets because I don't look at that shit. I have a lot of stuff on my monitors.
Captain
thank you for
Last was texting all the time. I don't know if you could hear the phone going, but
Yeah, I heard that. Before.
Oh, I did hear it a few times. But that's okay. That's what that noise was. I was wondering. Oh, Lust. Oh, Lust.
can't let go control of stream.
Lust the control freak. But yeah. Yeah, you guys are cool. The warband scene's cool. I stopped helping Lust because I felt like an outsider to the scene, like a phony or something, you know? Because like I don't know how the game works.
People were so pleased when they heard you were coming back for the.
I think you're more
Streams?
approachable. You do a better job of like. I like you. I like you personally as a streamer.
Yeah.
I like you too. Thank
Don't-
you.
But you make it so exciting. When
Yeah,
you-
that's why I can present things. I can't tell you about things, but I can present and host things, I guess.
Yeah, but when you're streaming with Captain Lust, I mean, he does all the technical stuff really, but you make the whole thing really quite exciting. So
Oh, awesome. I
Yeah.
actually do the technical stuff when we stream, but thank you.
no, I meant the game. Yeah, actually playing the game, you know. When he's
Okay.
talking about what's going
you
on.
mean technical. Oh, yeah, I got you. Bro.
Yeah.
Well, okay. That was fun. That's a good way to spend the day, you know?
Yeah, no.
That's a good way to spend the day. It's more heartwarming because, like, that's people being entertained, you know? Like, the fruits of our labor made someone laugh or it made someone sit up and, you know, spit out their coffee when LaRue fucked up on the flag, you know? It had a tangible effect, especially with Lust fucking blowing up your phone.
Can't believe I told him not to jump into couch lances like that. Like you know, not couch lances, like bump stabbing. It's
That
like-
was that was desperation encapsulated in one moment. He was just it was over. It was too much for his brain. It was like,
I literally told him yesterday. You know, I watched that same thing happen, and I told Rue, you don't really want to jump at people who are doing that. Just like move around some more on the ground. Oh well, I can't believe such a close round at the end.
better team won. Poland fought really hard. Harman made me sad, man. He sounded so sad. Like I'm too old. What? Come on, man. What?
And he's
What does that
really
say
young.
for the rest of us? No, how old is Harman?
I don't know. You'll have to ask him. How old are you, Harman?
I sort of tried to ask. Oh wait, Harman's in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm spying.
Oh, okay. Alright. How old are you, Harman?
I'm 26.
You're too old to... I'm 26, you
26.
son of a bitch.
Like half the people in AE are older than you.
You call 26 old? We're young. We're not young, I know. The reality of life. Fuck you, Harman, for making me feel this way.
I'm
That's
just
not too old,
too
though.
old to be the team, I meant.
It's a lot of work managing them?
Yeah, especially such unorganized bunch.
I heard it was quite hard getting them to trainings.
Yeah. was, I mean, not always, but yeah, we lost a lot of trainings because we didn't even get a proper team to play.
Yeah. And you had mercenaries playing for you in at least one training, which kind of makes the training
Just
pointless.
asking the other Polish players who were online or stuff like that.
Ah.
I think we once
Well.
asked Archivist from my G to play for us.
Damn, man, Harman, you are so humble, man. If I won this, I'd be like, fuck yeah, we're the best warbanders ever, man. Like, all them scrubs, they can go crossbow wall. Like, we got this.
Yeah, I was like that after Germany. I was really excited, but
You really thought like it peaked there, like it was easy sailing after that point?
maybe not easy, but it was like we were very confident after that, and I really knew that if we get the team that we want, we'll just do good. Maybe we'll lose at some point, but it's.
Well,
It
you
won't-
didn't lose. You Debbie Downer, you. You won. And you're awesome for winning.
Yeah, we almost lost that.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
blew that on that last map, yo.
I was like shouting on the stream, "What are you doing, Harman?" When you were like attacking Caius in the barn while Rue was on the flag in about 5 seconds left. It was like at the end you finally managed to get it.
That was nice. Actually, the last one was the only one that I played considerably good. On the other three, I was really just riding around and getting killed by in really stupid situations.
Well, I'm gonna shoot off anyway. It was a lot of fun though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sleep, guys. It's very cool talking to y'all.
Isn't it like
Yeah.
midday for you or something?
No, I work graveyard. That's why.
Oh,
That's why
okay.
streaming was
Fair.
always an issue with us, because this happens during my sleep time.
Oh,
Alright.
Iman, sorry. Have you put it into highlights?
Oh, fuck that! No, Lust does that shit.
Yeah,
That's
but
like,
he's not.
That's like slave labor.
But he's not here.
Oh no, but the VOD stays active for 14 days, so he has that much time to like.
Yeah, but it messes up my thread on the forum if I have to keep messing about.
Oh, you want me to highlight it?
Please, pretty
Okay.
please.
Yeah, if you ask like that, I have to. But unfortunately, I don't actually have. I don't have MBTV. Like I don't have rights to it.
Oh, don't you? Oh,
Like,
well,
I
never
mean, I
mind.
used to when I used to stream with him like a year ago, but he never gave it back.
Okay.
I never asked for it back.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I'll
you ask Luz,
yeah, I'll
He
get
can
hold
do
of
that
it or
really
something.
easy, even
Yeah.
if he's not like at his main computer, he can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the streaming because I get a little window into the Euro world. It's so cool.
So hopefully you'll be back for the ECS then.
Maybe I'm not sure. Maybe I don't know. I don't
Well,
know if this
hopefully.
is my thing, but I like to help Lust just because he's cool. That's the main reason I do this, because he's cool. And he cares. His passion, like I just feel the man's passion, you know, and like I should help the guy out.
Okay, guys, I'll be off to
Yep.
the other things.
Yeah.
too.
Bye.
Yep.
See you later.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah, congrats.
User disconnected
Yeah,
from
a lot
your
of fun.
channel.
See
A
you
lot of
later.
fun.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Farewell, everyone. And Arrow, see, you should not have been afraid to talk. Everyone
It's,
loves you.
I'm not afraid to talk. It's just, it's
User
just that I was
disconnected from your
doing
channel.
so much. It was all new to me, like the scores and everything, and Captain Lust kept texting to tell me I was doing it wrong.
Oh, he did? I didn't. Well, he did.
Yeah. Well, it was quickly corrected because I was getting yelled at.
You know
Every-
what? You know how many things I do wrong managing all these things? Like, no,
Yeah.
like,
No, I mean it doesn't.
No.
It does.
tell him
It's,
to go hug his nephew and go.
it doesn't
Please
bother
tell him
me,
right
but
now.
but it's just that I was asking him, like, can I have a practice for last week? And I didn't get to practice, and Yeah.
You know, if this will help you feel better. One, you did good, but two, you know, we freeball this every fucking time we do this, right? Right?
Well,
We always start late because we never like actually set up. And Lust is the king of this. He's always like, hey, you know that intro I said I was gonna make yesterday? Well, I didn't make it, so let's proceed without it.
I have streamed with him a couple of times, and he's been like changing the streamer thing at the last minute, and
well, it's a lot of work, you know. I mean, he actually codes the damn streamer mod.
Yeah.
It's actually impressive. So,
yeah.
whatever.
But I'm saying let's just use the old one. Of course, you know the match is about to start. Really doesn't
he's
matter.
also a perfectionist.
He is, yeah.
And whenever he also likes to get like, when things aren't going his way, he gets all riled up and shit. And I think it's cute. Like, dude, we're streaming to nerds over the internet, man. Like, it's not that bad, dude. That's what I tell him, and he just gets angrier. So I can't tell him. But anyway, I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
We'll see.
yeah. Thanks ever so much.
Cool talking.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
User disconnected from your channel. Disconnected.